All right, ladies and gentlemen, today is Saturday, November the 7th. We have a great guest with us today. It's cold in Dallas, Texas. Billy has just said he's going to join us. I hope you guys are having a fabulous week. I am myself. I had great things happen. I had things that was unexpected to happen. I had, mayhem thump me in the head as well. So you're in the right place at the right time if you're ready to learn something new. And I think today you're going to learn something extremely new. So get yourself ready. Get your notes out if you need to. And we're going to talk to a fella that's part of our own group here in Video Alpha. I know some of you guys probably don't recognize him, but today you're going to learn a lot about him. And you're going to know what he's doing and how he can help you. And a matter of fact, I was thinking about, calling him up not too long ago because we had a chat here recently. I think it was like probably 3 weeks ago. So, guys, listen to what's going on today. This is a very important information that you will need, because if you're not doing what we're going to talk about today, you're missing out. And definitely you need to get on the wagon, because I've heard a lot of guests come on here to talk about the same thing, and it hit home. Wow. Here's the opportunity to actually have someone that can help you. So with that being said, let's bring on the man with the golden fingers and the mind of a genius. Let's go. What's up, Robert Vance? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Lim. How are you today?
I am doing awesome. It's an awesome day today. Like I was telling you in the beginning, my mentor, one of my first mentors ever. And I'll tell you, I want to tell you guys a quick story, because when I worked with this guy, he was not only a super gymnastics coach, but he was also a business-minded guy. And I remember he was trying to break me out of my shell. And if he was here today, one day I asked him, man, you want some pizza? He was like, yeah, because we were just sitting around chatting. And I was like, okay. I started dialing the number, and I gave the phone to him and said, here, call. I'm scared to call him. And he was like, what? You're scared to call Pizza Hut and order a pizza? And so he was like, dude, I got to walk you through this. You shouldn't be afraid to talk to people. And he is one of the first mentors I've had who actually broke me out of my shell. That's nuts. So he spent the night with me last night, and we were up for a long time, and it was great. So, Robert, where are you calling from, man?
I'm in LA. It's nice out here.
LA.
Yeah, it's a little chilly this morning for us. It's 53 degrees, so that's a little cold for LA.
Woo! 53 degrees in LA?
Yeah, that's cold.
Yeah, that's cold.
I'm used to 70.
Wow. All right, 53 degrees. What part of LA are you at?
Kind of northeast of downtown.
Okay. All right. How about
over by Burbank and Pasadena area.
Nice. Burbank's with all the happening shows and all that stuff goes on. Okay.
Yep.
You in the busy world. I love it.
Yeah, it's a little bit of traffic out here.
Right. Yeah. I won't complain, because that 405.
Just a little bit of traffic. Come on. 7 lanes completely not moving is crazy to me.
Yeah.
If you go 10 miles an hour, you're doing good.
I remember Billy and I was just getting into traffic, and I don't know what we were doing. We just looked at each other. He put the music on. We just started smiling at each other, just shaking our head. Whatever. It's up, man. You know what I mean?
Totally crazy.
Totally crazy.
Well,
wow.
You know why they call the 405 the 405, don't you?
Wow, I want to hear this.
Because it'll take 4 or 5 hours to get anywhere.
Oh, that's funny.
I've never heard that. That's hilarious, man. Only a native would know about that.
Well,
I love it.
It's funny that you say that, because I asked the one time, I was like, what time's your rush hour? And the guy was like, well, he's like, pretty much from 1 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And then I said, okay, well, what time in the morning? And he was like, well, it starts typically anywhere between 3 and 4 a.m. and goes till about 12. So I'm like, so you're telling me I pretty much have from 12 to 1 and then a couple hours at night? And he's like, yeah, that's pretty much about right.
That's about right.
Wow.
Man, that's incredible. That's crazy at the same time.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. So California, that's a moving place, right? A lot of businesses, a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
A lot of people.
A lot of people. Well, how long have you been there? All your life, or is that just somewhere you just moved to, or?
Nah, I grew up in Northern California, which traffic's just bad up there.
Right.
Lived in Texas for a while, and
No.
then moved here 8 years ago.
Nice. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. What's that? Hold on, Bill. Wow, Bill actually talked. Someone calling you out, Bill. See? Is that actually a bit different Bill? That's what they're saying.
Well, yeah, it's a different Bill. He's married now, man.
Yeah, he's the new Bill. He's not Bill anymore. He is Bill. All right, awesome.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're not overwhelmed anymore. I can actually focus now, you know?
I love it. Bill, where are you calling from today, by the way? Are you in Pittsburgh still, Bill?
Yeah, I'm in Pittsburgh till tonight.
There it is. Till tonight. Where you headed to? Where you
Just
going?
down to Morgantown.
Oh, okay. Awesome. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Robert Vance here. We're going to talk some systems today, and before we start, Robert, how many kids do you have?
6.
Woo!
Just a few.
Yes, 6 kids. Are they all girls or boys? How's that split up?
3 boys, 3 girls.
Wow, that's evenly. Wow, how about that?
Yep.
Huh? Those boys are eating you out of the home. I know they are.
Yeah, well, the boys are 8 and 10, so they're not quite to the point where they're eating out of the house and home yet, but they're getting close.
Yeah, they're about to hit that spurt, and it's over.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Over.
I figure I got another year before
right. Cool.
I go to the poorhouse just feeding them.
Right. So, what were you like a kid, man? Were you like a nerd? Were you just were you a video gamer? What were you when you were a kid?
Dude, I was the original nerd, man. I started playing with computers when I was 8.
Really?
Yeah, my first computer.
Wow.
Every time I wanted to play a game, I'd have to retype the code for the game.
Oh my God.
What?
Yeah. My first computer had 4K of memory.
Wow.
Not 4 gig, not 4 meg, 4K. As in, an email takes up more space than the memory that was in my first computer.
Wow.
That's crazy. I love it. Man, I remember typing on a Commodore 64. You remember those?
I remember those. My first one was the TRS-80. It was an old gray box.
Yes. Wow.
And then about 6 months after it came out, they came out with this adapter that you could plug into the back that would allow you to save programs on a cassette tape.
Oh my! See, that's way too far back for me, brother. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Can't help it, man. I'm old.
He said
Wow.
reprogramming the game just to play the game again. How about that? Awesome. So, in high school, were you actually still working with computers? Did you learn anything from what you programmed from your youth? Is there anything in high school you did that was kind of going to lead you in the direction you were now?
No, I hated high school, man.
I'm the same way.
I graduated a year early just so I could get out.
Brother, that's funny. That is my story. When I hit high school, I looked around. I was in band. I did all the stuff, and I thought, you know what? I'm not going to be here until 12th grade. I'm going to graduate early. And I did, man. I did. I got out of high school early, man. That's crazy.
Well,
wow.
I got out of high school a year early, and my senior year consisted of history, government, physics, PE, PEA, and auto shop.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Well, I remember taking a shop class, and we had to build a coffee table with the glass in the middle. And I remember I was proud, but it was all crooked. But my mama was like, baby, that's a pretty table. She even used it. But
yeah, see, I didn't take wood shop. I took auto shop because I could fix my car.
Right.
Yep.
Awesome. So I'm assuming you probably just skipped on over college, or did you even attend, or?
Well, college consisted of the fire academy and paramedic school and the police academy.
Oh, Police Academy. Okay, cool, cool, awesome, 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 awesome. Wow. All right. So let me ask you this: did you continue to look at computers after college and all that, or during?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been using computers since I was 8, and I'm 49, so 41
Right.
years ago.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, sometimes you dig in, you find something new, and most people don't know what's going on, but you do because you stuck with it. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of learning curve when it came to computers back then.
Oh yeah, yeah. You had to. A lot of the programs you had to sit there and load, and if you wanted programs, there were some bulletin boards that you could go to and download over the 300 baud modem, and it was nice when they came out with the 9600 baud because that meant you could download the programs instead of in 3 days. It took a day.
Right.
Then they came out with the 5600K modems, and so instead of it taking a day, it took 4 hours.
Right.
So
My goodness. So, that's crazy. I like to filter out people. What was your one of your first jobs, man? One of the jobs that after school that you took on?
first job after I graduated,
Yes.
I installed insulation. I love that job. I was a skinny little kid then.
Wow.
I had to deal with my boss. I said, as long as I got 3 inches of breathing room, I'm good.
Wow.
So I crawl under the floors and redo underneath the house,
Right.
and I'd be on my way home or to the lake to go party.
That's it. She's looking
That's
for that
funny.
Friday, hey?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. So what we're going to talk about today is actually like systems you run for clients and all that, and funnels and all that. Let me ask you, what got you into that? Okay. And that's Billy's dogs, by the way. And
Hey,
I know
hold on a
exactly which one it is too. What got you into that?
What?
All right. We're going to talk about funnels today and systems you can run for clients. What got you into that position, that role?
Well, I built my first website back in 1998 for my own company that I had. That was back when you had to use Notepad and hand code all the HTML, and there were none of these fancy editors that auto-filled it and all that stuff. So
Wow.
you actually had to know how to do it. And in 2003, I got involved with a network marketing company, and I got tired of trying to call people to get leads, so I looked at the internet to get leads. And so I started building funnels to get leads into my business from that, and that just started me looking at systems, dug deeper into the internet marketing world and marketing information products and different stuff like that. So that expanded my knowledge. And then in 2009, I met this group of people called StomperNet,
I've heard of them.
and they had a special where you could get an Infusionsoft system for really cheap. So I started working with an Infusionsoft system back then. Wasn't quite ready for it, and it was a pain in to work with back then.
Right.
So I kind of scrapped it. In hindsight, I wish I had kept that system because I would have been grandfathered in with a mega system that you can't get anymore. Well, because back then they were given big number of contacts and number of emails and all that, and now they limit the amount of contacts and stuff like that. Which for most brick and mortar businesses, you don't need a huge number of contacts. So, and that's really what they're best for, is people who have an established business and they want to automate their processes, because that's what automation is good for, is give you more time freedom, man.
Yeah, that's true. And that's also something that when you say automation to a potential client, they don't normally hear these days, which is really strange. So it's still a door that's wide open for potential, especially the local market, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, they have, especially businesses that have sales forces, they have a process, and most of those processes are documented on a piece of paper, but there's nothing to force them to follow through.
True.
So with a system like Infusionsoft, you can sit there and put it in where on the initial contact they have to call and send an email before they can move them out of that phase into the next phase. And with Infusionsoft, you can automate that so that they call them. If they don't get a hold of them, they leave a voice message. Then they hit a button and it shoots off an email to them saying, hey, tried to reach out to you about this opportunity, couldn't get a hold of you. When's a better time to contact you? So if make sure you follow up with the people so they don't fall through the cracks, because I mean that's the biggest business pain, especially in the local marketing space. I mean, think about it, Lim. If you're sitting there and you get a new contact and you're supposed to call them today, and life gets in the way and you forget to call them,
it's over.
It's over. But if you have a system saying, okay, today you need to call client A, B, C, and D,
yes,
and you go through and call them, and then you follow up with them with an email, and then 2 days later you call them again because you couldn't get a hold of them the first day, and you've got that process down, you lose less people people don't fall through the cracks.
Hey, what do you think the time window is when you actually have had that first contact with a person or a potential customer, and then they say either email them or call them back or whatever? What's your time frame for that?
If it's a lead from the internet, you've got about 15 minutes.
Woo! 15 minutes. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, because they're busy just like us, man. And 15 minutes is an eternity. And if they don't hear back from you, they've gone on to something else. So they're not thinking about you anymore. So when you call, and they may be in the middle of it.
You know, that's true. That is so true.
Yeah.
I've actually put my number in something, and then nothing happened until like 3 days. And I was like, who are you?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
I don't know. Because the truth of the matter is we have impulses. We do things off of impulses, right?
Right.
And a lot of us buy or want information off of impulses. Then something else will happen, and then we'll lose that power or that urge, or whatever you want to call it, you know?
Exactly. And I mean that's why you want to have systems so that in place so that you can sit there and keep in contact with them and keep in touch with them. So like if someone schedules an appointment, you make sure you send them out reminders before that appointment so they're actually going to show up at that appointment.
Nice.
And then I was talking to Owen the other day, and he was asking about a problem he was having where he'd get 35 to 50 people signing up for a webinar and then hardly anybody show up.
Shouts out to Owen.
And so what I told him is you get those people, put them on a list, put that into Facebook as a custom audience, and then you sit there and run retargeting ads to them to remind them that they have that webinar coming up.
Boom. And
Because
there you go. He can drop the mic right now. Just drop the mic, Robert. Just drop it. Because right there.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. If you're using a system like GoToWebinar or Webinar Jam or any of that, they typically send out an email 3 days before, 1 day before, and an hour before.
Right.
Well, if I sign up on Thursday, and the webinar's not until next Thursday, between Thursday and next Thursday, if I don't have something to remind me that I got that webinar, then I'm going to completely forget about it.
It's over. Yep.
And then I'm going to get that reminder 3 days before and go, oh man, I already booked something over here, so now I can't do this.
Yep. That's good stuff. Let me ask you this. How long did it take you to become an expert in this field with the system? Does it take a while?
No, it doesn't take a lot of time if you think logically,
Well,
then it's fairly easy to pick up.
well, you say that, but I know all about Infusionsoft, and it ain't easy to work, man. So whatever. I mean, you might be one of those who.
What do you mean it ain't easy to work?
You are one of those that can probably pick up things like that. You know, anyone like Bill and I are just gonna sit there and look and go. So what does this say?
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I feel like I'm staring at Chinese.
Exactly.
So ask me how many programming languages I've taught myself.
Yeah. See, I was gonna ask you, have you ever programmed? And how many languages have you taught yourself? How many? Probably 10. 5?
All. Probably all.
Oh,
Basic, C, C++, Java,
see?
and in a proprietary language that's based on COBOL.
Right. See, that's crazy.
Well, no, 6, PHP.
Wow, that's great. So what made you get into this field, man?
It's something I like doing. And that's the secret to life. You gotta find something you like doing. I like making things work and making things easy for people, helping them build their business.
So did you ever do anything by yourself and find results on your own using your own systems?
Yeah, I mean, I've been marketing online since 1998, doing affiliate stuff since 2000. So I've had some success with that. Not a multi-millionaire, but
right.
It was enough extra to help allow to do things. So.
Okay, cool. So when did you start doing this for other companies?
Started doing the Infusionsoft for other companies earlier this year, but I've been doing Infusionsoft with my own company since 2009.
Awesome, awesome. So for those out there who doesn't understand exactly what we're talking about, because I feel that I can get on a level now that I can almost talk tech geeky a little bit, you know. I can't read it. I can't read the stuff, and I can't start it, but I can talk it, let me tell you. So what's the main purpose of this system? Let everybody know exactly what Infusionsoft, and go ahead and break it down. Take the floor, man. Go ahead. I'm sure it could take a minute.
The main purpose of Infusionsoft is to allow you to attract new customers, get them into a system, a follow-up system, follow up with them regularly to sell them on a product. After you sell them on the product that you're promoting, allows you to wow them. Think about it this way: you buy my services,
right?
You sign up for the services. You go through. You get a thank you email, and then you get a package of brownies a couple days later. How awesome is that?
A package of brownies the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Now, what does that do for to your opinion of the person who just sold you something?
They're like, man, this dude, I bought some of him. This food done turned around and gave me some brownies. That guy's my dog right there. That's what I be saying.
Yeah.
I would be contacting them going, really? Brownies? Man, that's amazing. Can you send me some cookies?
The best thing is it's all automated.
Right. Wow.
So you don't have to sit there and remember to pick up the phone and call, send out cards and order the brownies or whatever. Or if you don't want to send brownies, my personal favorite is the caramels. So
what was that? The what?
The caramels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Huh. So this is all about automation. Everything is completely done in systems. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Yeah, you sit there and you send them a series of emails. They have a link to go purchase the product. They go purchase it. It comes back. They go into a follow-up campaign after the purchase, and away they go.
All right, so tell us how you're using PPC and video ads and all that other stuff with this.
Well, if you want to attract someone to your system, you have to have a page for them to go to. And unless you have a landing page, it's nobody's going to get into your system. But what good is it to have a landing page if you're not sending traffic to it? Because there's so many pages on the internet today, nobody's just going to find your page miraculously just because you put it up there. It's not 1999 anymore where you could do that. In 1999, you could go on the internet and type something, and the page would come up if they had one. Back then, not everybody had one, so you didn't find things most of the time. But people could find you real easily. Today, you're competing against millions of other competing interests, so you got to have a way to drive traffic to it. PPC and Facebook ads are a real good way to do that, because then you get targeted traffic that match your persona, and they go to that page. So then you sit there, and when they go to that page, you drop a little pixel on them. And when they go to your thank you page, after they've gotten your lead magnet, you drop another little pixel saying they've been here. So now you sit there and you say, okay, I want to run an ad to everybody that went to page A but didn't make it to my thank you page. And then you're targeting that group of people to get more people into your funnel. The more people you get at the top of your funnel, the more people come out the bottom of your funnel. And as you're going through your funnel, after your thank you page, you may send them to a small tripwire offer.
Right.
So then you can sit there and target everybody that went to your tripwire page but didn't go to your thank you page for your tripwire, and get more people buying your tripwire.
Let's stop for a second. Explain tripwire for most people who does not know what that means. And I want to say real quick, Doug Cameron, shout out to my boy Doug, said there's a reason that so many people refer Infusionsoft to as Confusionsoft. I love it. All right, but let's explain tripwire to most of us.
Okay, so tripwire is a small purchase that they make that turns them into a paying customer and gets them on that path growing further to the know, like, and trust you to bigger purchases.
Right.
So it's a small, basically no-brainer type of purchase.
Right.
Hey, think of Ryan Dyson Digital Marketer. They get you on the free ebook. Their free ebook takes you to a page where that you can get one of their execution plans from their membership site for $7.
Okay.
No-brainer price.
Right. No-brainer. Right.
After that, you go to another page where they offer you their membership in their membership software for $38 a month. Easy jump.
Right.
After you're in that, they start offering you upgrades to their bigger packages, to their 1997 funnel machine and all that stuff. So that's the whole funnel. But what you want to do is you want to make sure you're tracking everybody all the way through this funnel, so that if you have 100 people go to your thank you page and only 50 go to your tripwire, you want to retarget those 50 that didn't make it to your tripwire, so you can get a bigger portion of those 50 to your tripwire.
I see.
And the people that make it to your tripwire but don't make it to your core offering, you want to retarget those to get bigger people to your core offering.
Got
so
it.
That way you're plugging the holes in your funnel as you go.
This, what you're saying, and for those who are watching on a local method or even an online method, this works perfect all around, because everyone has different types of services that they're offering or different types of products they're offering that can lead to the high tier part of that. And man, this is perfect what you're saying. So I just wanted to stop you there from that tripwire, but you can continue going on after that if you remember.
Well, so after the tripwire, you have your thank you page and your core offer page, where you're making them the core offer, which could be your $500 super deluxe Facebook traffic package, or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And then from there, you have your conversion optimizer, which could be a more higher service, like building out a funnel for them or something like that, helping them optimize everything so that they get more people in the door. So a perfect example is I do some work for a doctor in Utah where he's running Facebook ads to a landing page. The landing page, they can either call or fill out a form.
Okay.
We're getting more calls than we are getting filling out the form, but he's paying 60 cents a click to get people to his page.
Mm-hmm.
And the people to his page to calling is about a 70% conversion.
Ha!
Out of those 70% that convert to get a call, he's getting a 70% conversion to actual appointments at $400 an appointment.
Nice. So do you think
so he's paying 50 cents a click. So if he's spending to get 100 people there, he's spending roughly $50.
Right.
Okay. Out of those 100 people, he's going to get 70 that call. And out of those 70, he's going to get roughly 40 that make an appointment. 40 at $400 is what? About 16 grand?
Yeah, is this a specialty doctor too, by the way, or just a normal?
Specialty doctor.
Wow, that's good to know.
No insurance. Cash on the barrelhead.
Wow.
So 16 grand for about a $50 investment.
Huh.
Now, do you think he's happy with that ROI?
Yes, he's happy. He better be happy with that ROI, or he might be trying to squeeze a little bit more out of you. You know what I mean? Sometimes people are, hey, brother. Wow.
So, I mean, that's the power of having a funnel that doesn't have holes.
Right. That's good stuff, because for those who are the online, well, I'm just going to talk for local marketers right now. That's golden. I mean, maybe their funnel's not set up right, and maybe they're not even doing this stuff. But let me ask you this, Robert. How do you find a company that's not running a funnel like what you're talking about? Is there some kind of manual guide you can go through? Or, I mean, I see you smiling. What's going on?
Dude, look at their PPC ads or their ads on Facebook and see where they're going. Don't click on them.
Right.
If you hover over it and go down in the bottom corner of your screen, it will tell you the link that it's trying to send you to. Write that down. Type it in manually. Go look at the page. Nine out of 10 times, it's going to their homepage, and they're losing money. And then while you're on their homepage, get this little software it's a Chrome extension called Ghostery.
Boom! I just been using that this week. I love it.
And it tells you all the pixels they have on their page. And 80% of those people don't even have basic pixels on their page. So out of all that traffic that they're paying for to go to their homepage, they're losing, because 90% of them are going to hit their homepage and boom, they're gone. Never to come back again. And if you're pixeling them, you can retarget them and get them back there to a more optimized page to move forward.
Wow. I'm speechless, dude. You know, this is good information for anyone who is watching this, because this is the new style of marketing. I'm telling you, like we were talking before, I don't know if it was you or whatever, but SEO is just not going to get it by itself anymore. I don't care who you are unless they're just want to do it. Video marketing is not going to do it by itself.
Unless you're willing to drop anywhere between 5 and 10 grand a month on SEO, you're host in most major markets.
That's it. I think it's just going on full throttle, you know. Now it's really all about automation, getting the whole picture involved. And I'm going to tell you right now, and Daryl Leaves has said it before too, this is where it's heading. This is where it's heading. And you I don't care. If a company say, oh, we have an SEO guru, yeah, that's fine. You're losing money, lots of money. I'm going to tell you that right now from the start, because you're just being seen. But where are these people going once they see you on the first page? Man, I go from different angles. When people come to your website, where are they going?
Yeah.
Right, well, they come to my site, then they leave. I know they leave, but where are they going after that? What are you doing about it? They get really confused. I'm like, how do you not know this?
Yeah, but now think about this. Websites are boring because they're static.
Yep.
What if you had a funnel built entirely on videos?
Man,
you have a video that sits there, and when they watch that video, it drops a pixel on them. That video directs them to go to another video,
right?
Which is the second step in the sales funnel.
Right.
They go to that second step, they watch that video, you drop another pixel on them. And all through this process, they go, after the second video, you send them to a page where they can purchase something, and it takes them to a thank you page. On that thank you page, you have a video, drops another pixel on them. Then with all these videos, you can sit there and say, okay, I want to send an ad to everybody who's watched video 1, but hasn't watched video 2, and send an ad to them. Then you can sit there and say, I want to send an ad to everybody that's watched video 2, but hasn't watched video 3 that's on the thank you page.
Right.
And send them another sales video that prompts them to go purchase and get to video 3.
Yep.
And you can do that all with the phone, all with video, and it's all tracked. And you can target them all throughout the process.
It's amazing.
So, I mean, that's where things are heading, because, I mean, web pages, they're static. Yeah, you have to have a website. You don't have to have a fancy website. Nobody cares about a fancy website that loads slow. Yep. If your page takes a long time to load, they're gone.
Dude, that's funny you say that. I just saw a certain niche that I've jumped into. Their website, each time you go to it, counts all the way up to 100. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it's just doing it in a bubble. I'm like, what the heck is this? Are they serious?
He's got an old Flash website that does that count. Yeah.
And I'm like, this is no good.
That website's not even mobile friendly. It won't display across the phones.
Yeah, I think it's they got it running by Doobly or something like that. What is Doobly or
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Wow. Man.
I mean, speaking of mobile, how much traffic on the internet is mobile nowadays?
About 90%.
It's not quite that high. It's about 75%.
I say it's 90 because every time I see people driving, they're on their phones, brother. Here in Texas, it's 90%.
Yeah. Which reminds me of a joke. What's the last thing you hear before a wreck in Texas?
What's that?
Hold my beer and watch this.
I love it. Oh my goodness. Wow.
I mean, think about it. That comes from when I first moved to Texas back in 1997, 98.
Right.
It was still legal to have the passenger with an open container in the car while you were driving.
I don't think that's legal anymore.
It's not legal anymore, but back then it was.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I think limousine drivers hated that now because they can use that, you know. Yeah, cool. Wow, man, that you open up a lot of different options here for everyone, and this is amazing because I've been telling people over and over again, you got to do more than what the next guy is doing, and this right here is the ultimate. I mean, like I said, you're competing with a lot of guys who think they know about PPC, and a lot of guys who think they know about just SEO. And their whole job is just do PPC, just to get clicks, or hopefully people are going to come to the website. But they're not setting up automation funnels for their clients, you know?
Exactly.
So there's never a threat. And if you do find one, you're like, congratulations to you, sir. You rock. You're doing a good job. So I tell everyone who's watching this, you should never, ever feel that, oh, they're doing a little PPC, they're tracking me. But where are they sending you? They're sending you right back to their website.
Yeah.
You know? Wow.
But now, Lim, I asked you about mobile.
Right.
If you're driving in the car and you're being distracted and playing with your phone, which you shouldn't do.
Exactly.
But 90% of the people do it anyway and wonder why they get in wrecks and all that. Don't get me started there. But even if you're sitting in the restaurant, let's use a safer example. You're sitting in a restaurant and the waiter's slow, so you're sitting there browsing the internet and you come to a page and hey, it's interesting and there's an opt-in form for something I want. How big of a pain is it to sit there and fill out that information?
Yeah, it's a pain because, you know, you're in the restaurant, you've got your belly full. You're like, well, I fill out this information. What?
Okay.
I always do this to the wife. Here, do that.
But now, what if on that page, instead of having an opt-in form, it said text blab to 818-643-3544?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, this is weird how this whole conversation from last week is tying into this week, and that's just confirming what's going on, what we're doing there. I love it. Keep going.
Yeah. So text blab to 818-643-3544. Go ahead and text it.
What's that number again? Text blab to 81 what?
818.
Right.
643.
643
35
44. All right.
Text blab, BLAB.
While I'm doing this, so
what that's going to do is you're going to get a text back saying, "Hi, what's your name?" And you're going to put in your name. And then after that, you're going to put in your name, and then you're going to get a text back, "Hi, Lim, what's your email address so I can send you something?" You put in your email address.
That's BLABB or just BLB?
BLAB.
It's been a while since I've done a text to something. Oh, come on, Lemmy, get it right. See, guys, old man here.
So then, after I ask you for your email address, it's going to text you a link to download the thing that was on that page that caught your eye. And it's also going to send you a link to schedule a consultation. How much easier is that than filling out a form in the funky browser on the phone?
Yeah, man, I see what you're saying. Okay. Huh. That's amazing. You know, it's good to see that, you know, what happened to the mobile market era? How it all of a sudden went away and now it's coming back. I feel it was there for a while and then it went away and then all of a sudden, boom, it's here again. You know what I mean?
Well, that's because the first time it came around, it was kind of being pushed.
Right.
And people weren't ready for it. It wasn't time for it yet. Now things are getting so much more where people are on their phone all the time. I mean, think about it. Facebook has gone to these new mobile lead ads,
right?
Which sit there and it automatically populates your name and email address from your Facebook contact when they click on that ad. And all you have to do is click submit. And that lead goes into your Facebook business ad center where you can download it.
Huh.
But now with Infusionsoft, as of Monday, there's a piece of software that's going to sit there. And when they fill out that lead ad, it's going to automatically grab that information. So instead of with MailChimp or Aweber or ActiveCampaign or all those others, you have to download and import into those other systems.
Oh,
with this, I'll sit there and be able to have someone submit the lead ad, and it goes right into my Infusionsoft system and starts them in a follow-up campaign.
Very nice. Do you know much about Google My Business stuff?
A little bit.
Is Google My Business account, is it linked to their YouTube account? Can it be? Or is it linked to their account? Is it linked to their account?
It can be. Wait, if you want to have a Google My Business account linked to YouTube, you need to create the Google My Business account first and then create the YouTube account. If you create the YouTube account first, it's going to create a Google branding page versus a My Business page.
I see. Okay, cool. Awesome. Someone just kind of popped up. It's like, hey, real quick. I'm like, all right, that's a random question. Random question. Cool. All right, awesome. Well, wow, man. This has been amazing. And I was going to ask you a few more questions, but I got like loads. We didn't get into it, and I knew I wouldn't, but sometimes I have so many questions that I want to get a general idea of what's going on. But that's deep. I love it. The whole fact that you can actually, this is a plan for anyone who really doesn't know much about marketing that can take this, what you're talking about, and use it as a service for any company or any person who has a product, man. I don't care who they are. I mean, this funnel system is so important because it is what the big timers are using, and it is what's converting, what's working.
Well, let's get clear though, because when you say big timers, who are you talking about?
You already mentioned one, Ryan Dice, man.
Okay. Yes, he's a big timer in the internet marketing space.
Mm-hmm.
But your New York ad agencies, your LA ad agencies, your San Francisco ad agencies, they don't know this stuff. They're not using it for their corporate clients. They're not. They're doing old school. They're doing billboards, TV ads, all this.
Man, you're bringing on a whole new ball game here. That's funny. Wow. Wow.
To give you perspective, Lim, I had a call from a lawyer the other day.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to run TV ads. The reason why he called me is because on his TV ad, he wants to be able to have someone text in a keyword to a number and get them into their funnel instead of having them have to go to a website from the TV ad.
You see me pointing to you? That's
how much more powerful is that?
So powerful because you just already explained that 75 to 80% people are on their phone anyway. If they see a television ad, this is taking a television ad to a whole new level. I have not seen many. I don't watch TV all the time, only in the morning just to see in my local area who I might target just to see if they're running any, advertising on TV. But none of them have said, text to what up, blah, 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 right now. I've never heard that, ever.
Yeah. How powerful is that? How much do you think your conversion is going to increase if you get them into a funnel and get them into an email sequence?
Wow. I was, like I said, I was tired. I was up like until 2 or 3:30 in the morning. And this morning I was starting slow, but my heart's pumping right now.
You wide awake now, huh?
You said, man, I'm like, oh my gosh. Wow. This is so powerful, man. This is so powerful. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is one of the cup of joes I ever had that really got me excited because of what I'm doing right now. And to hear you talk about what you're saying, all these ideas, it's like I'm learning right here. I know some of this stuff, but I'm actually learning right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a whole new world, dude. I mean, the days of putting up a static page and expecting traffic to come to it and getting people in your funnel and in your client base is gone. You got to actively pursue them and get them in there.
My goodness. Well, man, how can we find you? Don't give us a static page. You better make sure you put us through the comment tripwires.
You want more information? Text Blab to 818-643-3544.
Nice. And we're going to have that actually on our website too. Go ahead. Keep going.
And I mean, if you want to go to a static page.
I'm going to tell you right now, brother, I ain't going to either one of those. I'm going to call you.
Go to NitroGo Marketing /LCM.
Yes. Very nice.
And
ladies and gentlemen, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just pumped, man.
And if you want to schedule a consultation, just go to nitrogomarketing.com. There's a button at the bottom that says schedule a consultation. And the nice thing about that is it sits there, puts you on my calendar, gets you in my Infusionsoft follow-up system so I can follow up with you.
Very nice. How many doctors' offices and lawyers' offices are using this like follow-up system?
There's a ton of lawyers that use it. I mean, I know some people that work exclusively with lawyers, and what they're doing is a new client comes in, they sit there and get sent a document. It says, fill out this document. It's basically their contract. They fill it out, they sign it online. It goes back, and it automatically triggers subsequent follow-up. And it's all integrated where they put in the basic information for the client, name, email, phone number, and what the contract's for, what type of service. It goes to DocuSign, fills out the document,
right?
Sends them the document, and through DocuSign, they sign it. It comes back, gets uploaded to their record in Infusionsoft, and triggers further follow-up. If they don't fill it out, it triggers a set of follow-up saying, hey, did you forget to fill this out? And then after they sign the contract, it sends them a little buy now link and says, okay, our retainer fee is $5,000. Here's your buy now link for that.
Right. Boom. So
it's all automated.
Man.
So that's one less secretary they have to have in the office.
That's true.
To sit there and handle all that.
That's true. That's true. Wow. Okay, well, you heard it, folks, from the man. Like I said, he's got magic fingers, but his mind is like a genius. I'm just trying to tell you. You heard it from our guy, our main guy, Robert Vance. Guys, contact him. I will have that information on the Cup of Joe website. I'd like to thank every one of you guys who have joined us today. If you have any questions about this episode, you can go to the right of the website, and you'll see a microphone, and you can simply click on it and speak your mind. And I hope you're speaking positive things. I haven't had any bad things. I'm just waiting. But I always say that because I guess I'm like knocking on wood. But guys, you can always watch the replay as well. You can find him at the various spots like we mentioned, and we will actually, like I said, have that on our page as well when you go to the Cup of Joe site, and you can get a hold of Robert. I'm telling you right now, guys, whatever you're offering to your local clients or whatever, you need to get them set up with a system like this because, like I said, SEO is not going to do it by itself. Pay-per-click is not going to do it by Pay-per-click is not going to do it by itself. You need something that is completely a whole system, and your customers are going to love you for it. So, man, thank you coming on today, Robert.
Thanks for having me,
brother. I got plans for you. It's the time you called me like a few weeks ago. I'm thinking, yeah, I got them in my head now. So we're going to have to work some stuff out. But anyway, with everyone else, I'd like to thank you guys. Have a fabulous Saturday and have a more awesome life. Boom! I put it in there finally. I've been wanting to say that forever. We'll see you guys later.
Later, Lim.
Later, man.